I'm Tim Adkins, and this is your daily headlines for Thursday, August 26, 2021. An apparent terrorist bombing has recently occurred just outside one of the gates to the Kabul airport in Afghanistan. The Pentagon has released a statement saying, "We can confirm that the explosion at the Abbey Gate was the result of a complex attack that resulted in a number of U.S. and civilian casualties. The attack is believed to have been carried out by a rogue group not affiliated with the Taliban." The Islamic State has issued a statement condemning the bombing. U.S. Capitol police officers involved in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol building have filed a lawsuit in federal court today against former President Donald Trump, his allies, and members of far-right extremist groups, accusing them of intentionally sending a violent mob to disrupt the congressional certification of the election. The suit, filed on behalf of 7 officers by the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights Under Law, alleges that President Trump and his allies, quote, worked with white supremacist, violent extremist groups and campaign supporters to violate the Ku Klux Klan Act and commit acts of domestic terrorism in an unlawful effort to stay in power, unquote. President Biden is meeting with new Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett in Washington today, who is expected to urge President Biden not to pursue reestablishing the nuclear agreement with Iran, believing that Iran has already enriched its uranium beyond what was previously agreed upon, and that easing sanctions will give Iran the strength to bolster Israel's enemies in the region. President Biden has indicated that it is his intention to reestablish the nuclear peace deal brokered by the Obama administration that was then later dropped by the Trump administration. 50% of American workforce favor vaccine mandates in the workplace. A recent poll conducted by the Associated Press and NORC Center for Public Affairs Research shows that about 59% of remote workers favor vaccine requirements in their workplaces, compared with 47% of those who are currently working in person. About 1/4 of workers, in person and remote, are opposed to vaccine mandates. The U.S. military has issued vaccine mandates for all U.S. service personnel. For now, most vaccine mandates are coming from private companies. However, there are some local governments that are implementing vaccine mandates for their employees who work inside government buildings. This is in addition to many school districts across the South defying their state government bans on mask mandates for students and teachers in their public school systems. The National Restaurant Association is warning that recent resurgence in COVID-19 and its variants is putting renewed pressure on the restaurant industry and is urging Congress to renew funding for the Restaurant Revitalization Fund. The $28.6 billion fund was voted into law by President Biden in March as part of the American Rescue Plan Act. That program was discontinued in July of this year. Meanwhile, many restaurant owners are facing closure if the relief fund isn't reinstated soon. As always, we'll keep you posted as these stories develop. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm Tim Adkins. This has been your daily headline news for Thursday, August 26, 2021.